Paddy Range, how are you? Thank you very much for taking the time to watch this. I'm holding up a piece of bread because some people's lives represent this dry piece of bread. It's gone a bit dry for them. There's no taste in it anymore. And that is people's life. Some people. First of all, I want to stress that I'm not disrespecting anyone who only has a dry piece of bread to eat. I'm not doing that. I'm trying to say that life can lose its flavour, especially when we're in relationships that we shouldn't be anymore, we're in a job, or maybe there's a way of life where we're blocking things out, we're drinking a lot, or we're doing something to keep busy because we don't really want to think about how dry and tasteless our life is. But we look at change and say, well, there's a lot of effort. I have to put a lot of graft in. And it is not easy changing. It does mean bettering yourself. It means putting the effort into yourself. That could be a new job, studying, giving up certain vices. And a lot of people don't like to do that because it's not easy. But what got me through when I was making changes, my life really had become like a dry piece of bread. It weren't really fulfilling me. I was eating it metaphorically and saying, this tastes bland. This doesn't do it for me anymore. So I decided to change. And don't get me wrong, when I decided to change and put effort into myself, it wasn't easy. And there was times I wanted to go back to the old lifestyle, you know, burying my head in the sand, drinking or whatever. But I thought, well, the alternative is to go back to this tasteless piece of bread or this tasteless way of life. And I thought, I don't want to do that. If that's the only alternative, I'm going to move forward. I'm going to put the energy into myself. I'm going to graft. I'm going to make sure that I can put the effort in and embrace change. No, it's not easy. But if the alternative is that, if you're fed up of your life and you want to move forward and you don't want to be experiencing that empty feeling or there must be more than this. You know, when you have that feeling, there must be more than this. If that's what you're feeling and experiencing, then there's no point really, is there? There's no point lingering and putting off change. Embrace change, put the effort in, and you will be rewarded. Yes, it takes a while, but you'll be rewarded. And as you start seeing things change in your life, you'll be saying to yourself, I'm so glad I embraced change. And I'm glad now that I made the changes I have. And I've got a long way to go. But the alternative for me was going back to my life being a bit like a dry piece of bread where the flavour had gone and I wanted more out of life. I kept saying there must be more than this. And there is more than this. And when you say that to yourself, that means there is more than this. Don't let your life be like a dry piece of bread. There's flavour out there. Fulfill your life, go out there and grab that flavour, be you, and don't procrastinate. Well, it's up to you. I'm not dictating. You could say, shut up, Paddy. It's up to you. But if you want more, you have to go out and grab it. Remember, the alternative is the life that you weren't really happy with. So the only way to change it is to change it yourself. Remember, the definition of insanity is doing the same thing over and over again and expecting a different outcome. Ain't going to happen. Peace. Take care.